Hello again, this is Sports Betting Whale, Monday, July 3rd, 2017. Thank you for joining with me again on this video channel. I'm going to start with a question and answer, and it's going to lead to the main topic of today's video. Question is, I really do believe in the round robin system, but since I joined, I've had 11 straight losing days, which I've never experienced before. Just so I understand, is this a normal occurrence or a pretty bad streak? Do you know why, and do you have an idea of what it might change, and would you expect the same length of winning streak? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that question and then get into the purpose of our main discussion today, which is the Whale's Bankroll Acceleration System. So I've been receiving a lot of questions from different members with exactly the same content, which is this streak that started, I think, on June 21st was the last big day we had. It's been really choppy since then. It is unusual, but one of the things that's happened, I look for streak patterns, I look for bounce patterns, I look for things that repeat. One of the things that I'm very, very good at is finding patterns that repeat and being able to run those into multiple day winning streaks. Any of you that's been following baseball lately will see that there's been no real discernible patterns. Nobody's really hot, nobody's really cold. The pitching matchups have been choppy and bouncing around. The typical teams that are not good on the road, like the Oakland A's, end up going and winning a bunch of games on the road. They're good at home and they just lose to Atlanta and get swept by Atlanta. See, those aren't normal trends, and if you notice, I didn't take the Atlanta-Oakland games at the end there, and I didn't mess with the Oakland on the road as well. When I see the short-term trend switching from a known trend, then I have to be careful. I like to catch waves, and when I catch a wave, we will end up winning a lot of money. If you look at the Whale tracker, which does not even include the huge run up the end of April as well, the units are still substantially ahead. If anybody had been taking them the whole time on just an even amount, they'd be way up. I know that's not the case. I know that a lot of people jumped in and out, caught some waves, and then lately did not do well. As you see on the tracker, I haven't done well the last 10 days. I won a little bit yesterday because of a late two-team parlay, but other than that, it's been choppy for all of us. Does this happen? Yes. Does it happen often? No. If you go back and look since April 21st to June 21st, there was no cold streaks like that whatsoever. We have 1 or 2 or 3 days that were bad, bang, hit them again, and two, 3 good days. What will end up happening is the teams will form into the normal patterns that they always do. That's the nature of sports, and I'll catch the wave and we'll end up way ahead. Purpose of this particular video is to talk about a new and a more improved system for people that have fixed bankrolls. One of the things I've been telling the Champ Group, this is the first time that I've been giving out my selections to outside people other than my circle of friends and family and people who know me. My situation is different than probably 90-something% of the people that are following these selections. And I have to adjust to that reality to be a better mentor for you, knowing your situation is different than mine. I can, because of huge accumulated past winnings, I can continue to fire away pretty much at will, knowing when the streak comes I'm going to be way up. And for the year I'm up, for the baseball season I'm up, and for the last 30 years I'm up. So this system works, but I need to adjust it and refine it for the people that are not in a position of already being way up like I am, where these streaks don't cause so much damage for people. So we're going to send an email out to everybody that will be in writing what I'm about to explain, because I know at first it's going to be a little bit complicated. So I'm going to go over it step by step, repeat it, and then I'm going to send out an email to everyone as well, so is the Champ Group, so that we can get this down to a science and take the guesswork out of the money management and acceleration system. Still gives you all the opportunity to decide when you want to pull money back when we're ahead. That's your choice. And I'll explain that part, which is the most fun part of this equation, the acceleration system section, which is why I even do this, is because those acceleration times is when I pocket a lot of money and am able to enjoy the fruits of the labor, so to speak. Okay, so what we're doing is we're basing this on a $1,000 bankroll. $1,000 non-replenishable. Okay, so when you get the email, you can do the math for yourself if you're not a VIP member. If you're a VIP member, I'm going to do all this for you. And again, you can join the VIP anytime you want by texting VIP to 702-462-1135. That's VIP to 702-462-1135. We have a guaranteed program for you on that, and like right now, some people are not up on the VIP program for the first time, and we're honoring the guarantee to continue to work with them on all fronts until they're positive. That is our pledge. We are not expecting to receive any additional money if we're not winning for you. We must perform, and we will perform. Okay, so now let's go to this system. So you're starting with $1,000. Okay, now this is per 1,000. If you have more than 1,000, you're going to multiply times the number you have. Let's say you have 3,000. Use these per 1,000 numbers times 3. If you only have $500, you're going to cut in half the recommendations, but I'm just using everything based on the $1,000 bankroll, which for the most part, to be effective on a round robin system, you should have at least 500 to 1,000 to put in play because there's minimum bets. And the round robin system is a system that accelerates very, very fast and very high on a hot streak, and is a grind to the losing side, which we've all experienced in the last 10 or 11 days when we're not hitting them. We've had 4 round robins that should have won 4 out of 4. So, I mean, theoretically, we shouldn't be down, but things happen, and hopefully that all evens out with time. Okay, so if you're a round robin bettor, which I really encourage you, that's how you're going to really accelerate is through the round robin. You should include the round robins in your portfolio of sports investments. For every $1,000, when you are not ahead, so you start with $1,000, you're not over 1,000 yet, you're at 1,000 or under, you're going to take $5 away on the round robins. That's $25 a bet. $5 a parlay times 5 is 25. You're going to take $30 on the straight plays in the first 5s, and you're going to take $50 on the best bet. Now this is all assuming that you are receiving the first 5s in the best bets. The smartest program, if you can afford it, is to jump on the VIP. The second most smartest program is to make sure that you have a package with the champ group that allows you access to these particular combination plays. All right, so it's $5 away for $25 per 1,000. If you have, now I know if you have less than 1,000, say you have 500, you may have to bet 5 away anyways because the minimum bets on some places are 5. If that's the case, then I would stick more with the round robins and use all of your money towards the round robins and not the straight or the best bets, because the round robins are the ones that are going to accelerate your bankroll. That's what I'm trying to do for you. For those of you who have not been with me and don't understand some of my terminology, I'm going to explain a little slower for you, okay? I know this is redundant for the people that know what I'm doing, but just for those of you that don't. When I talk about round robins in a certain dollar amount away, like the $5 away, what that means is a round robin is a combination of all teams in different parlays. So in my case, in baseball, I'll take teams with 4. Usually in football and basketball, I'll do 3. So in baseball, there's 4 teams. There's team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. Round robin is a combination of parlays that includes every single combination of 3 teamers that could exist. So example, team 1, 2, and 3 would be parlay 1. Team 1, 2, and 4 would be parlay 2. Team 1, 3, and 4 would be parlay 3. Teams 2, 3, and 4 would be parlay 4. So let's say that team 4 loses, then the 3-team parlay of 1, 2, and 3 hits. If team 2 loses, then the parlay of 1, 3, and 4 hits, etc. So you can lose a game and you're still going to hit a 3-team parlay. You could do it the manual way and just actually do 4 3-team parlays and 1 4-team parlay, but to make it quicker, they call that a round robin, when you're going to combine all of them into a combination of bets. So that's what a round robin is. When I say $5 away, each 3-team parlay and the 4-team parlay are all $5. So if you were betting them individually, it'd be teams 1, 2, and 3 for $5, teams 1, 3, and 4, etc., all for $5. Then the 4-teamer of teams 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $5. That's what a round robin is, and that's how it works. On a 3s and a 4, if we hit 3, we make a little bit of money, depending on the odds, maybe a lot of money. But if we hit all 4, then you're going to hit 4 3-teamers and a 4-teamer. My system is designed to develop and find the patterns where we can hit multiple 4 out of 4s. When we do, we accelerate very, very rapidly. This system, this money management acceleration system that I worked on a lot this last week and over the weekend to share with you, I believe is the smartest strategy for people who have a fixed amount to play with. And so back to you have $1,000. That's your assumption, okay? And again, if you have more, multiply. If you have less, divide. But we're using 1,000 as a base. $25 total on each round robin, which is 5 away. I'm sure that's the minimum at most places, so you're going to have to take that anyways. $30 on the straight bets and the first 5s, $50 on the best bets. That's per 1,000. Okay? Now the fun part. You win. You're up. You have more than 1,000. You now have $1,500, not 1,000. You're going to take 20% of the winning extra over in the base amount and divide that up and add that to your base bet. So now you would have an additional, if you were up 500, you take 20% of that, 1/5, you'd have an additional $100 in your daily pool. So instead of just betting the 25, the 30, and the 50, you would go ahead and add that extra $100 into the next day's plays. After 2 days of losses, which will come, we're riding streaks, but at some point you're going to hit 2 days worth of losses. Now, at that point, what you'll do is you'll decide for yourself to take back the profits and put it in your pocket, take part of the profits, or to go ahead and increase your base amount based on the extra profits you have from that run and use this exact system again. So it always reverts back to the system. You can pull money out anytime you want out of the profits. And once you go on a good streak, I always do, I suggest you do the same thing. The whole point of it is to take money back, just to have a nice recurring stream of money coming back into your pocket. But if you're starting with a really low amount, $1,000 or something like that, you may want to build that base. So let's say you win $3,000 and then you have 2 days of losses and you end up netting $3,000. So that happened a lot off of $1,000. With the $3,000, you can go ahead and make your base now 4,000 and use the same percentages, the same program here, or you can take 2,000, put it in your pocket and start with 2,000, or you can put all 3,000 in your pocket and just go back to the 1,000. But you're always going to go back to the base. It's the base plus 20% of your profit above the base. Okay, so I'm going to give you another example. You're up $800. You started with 1,000. You now have 1,800. So what do you do? What do you do the next day? You're going to take the same amount as your base. You're going to take the $25 in each round robin, the 30 on the straight bets, and the 50 on the best bet. But in addition, you now have 20% of $800. So you have an additional $160. So you're going to take 160 of the 800. That leaves 640 still profit in your pocket. You're taking 160 of it and adding that to the next bets. That's how you're going to accelerate. And you keep running that system until we have 2 days of negative returns. At that point, the streak is over. Go ahead and make the decision to pocket the money or to start with a bigger base or a combination. So if that isn't totally clear, please email us and text us and we'll go over it again. I'm going to be sending an email out. The Champ System's going to be sending an email out to explain how that program works with a bunch of different examples for you. So right now, you got to determine how much you're going to invest. We're all resetting right now. Reset, replenish, come up with what you're comfortable with. This system is very safe compared to any other system. You're only taking a small percentage of your base amount on these games. I could lose 10 round robins in a row and you've lost 250 of your 1,000. I hit one, you're back up. I could lose 15 in a row. I hit two, you're back up. So the extended amount of me not hitting 4 out of 4s is not going to be 40. So that doesn't happen. You know, and what we just saw is extremely unusual. Usually after about 10 or 12, I'll pop them, but I don't extend to that many. Remember, 3 out of 4 also returns a profit as well. So I'd have to lose where I didn't hit even 3 out of 4 40 times for you guys to go through this bankroll. And I can just assure you that's not going to happen. It's never even come close to happening. So I think this is the safest way. It allows you to take at least the minimums amounts, and it allows you to accelerate when you get up. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. We'll be doing more videos and explaining more in real time how to do this. It's a very safe system. Replenish, start over, put as much money as you can and into this program, and let's work it like a machine going forward. I apologize for everybody that I didn't come up with this earlier. I'm not used to losing any period of time at all, especially in baseball. It's very unusual for me, and I'm not used to being in a position where I can't replenish. So I have to adjust to the fact that this can happen. It just did happen, and not everyone's in a position where they've had a lot of accumulated winnings like I have that I can just keep backing up. So again, accept my apologies if you've timed it wrong and you're not up. Even though the units are up, you're not up. What means something to me, what matters is how you all are doing and not just how I'm doing. Okay, now for those of you that have the ability to put up a $5,000 bankroll or more, I'll be using this money management system with you going forward and coaching you and just taking all the guesswork out. I've got a mathematical background, so does the Champ group and people on my team, so we'll just put together a spreadsheet to make this easier for you. If you're interested, text VIP to 702-462-1135. Also on the VIP, I give last minute parlays, last minute straight bets, last minute stuff that I catch something that I didn't know wasn't available to me early in the morning because I get everyone's plays out early, but things happen during the day. VIP, I can just do a quick text to you all and get you those plays, which are going to be real valuable. In addition, I can do some more exotic stuff that I know everybody's comfortable with. Today, you'll see here, I sent out a first 5 round robin, which is for VIP people only. It's a little bit more risky, but I know I can manage the money for the people directly, and I know what they can do and can't do. So I did it myself, and you'll see the ticket here, and I gave that out to the VIP people as well. And it was a last-minute decision. There wasn't time to get it out through the email system only for everybody. So if you join VIP, you're going to get some extras, and I'll be working with you directly and really look forward to showing you how the acceleration system kicks in. Now is a great time to join. It might sound crazy. I know a lot of you have been monitoring it, but go back and look at the track record. A losing streak is followed by a huge winning streak. And with this new money management system, I'm replenishing the cash availability to increase and spread it out all over town. You'll see my amounts go up, and I have extreme confidence that I'm going to show this system at play. I'm going to use the exact system that I'm recommending to you off a base amount. For me is a lot larger than many of you, but I'm going to use the same system. I've also challenged some of my friends to do the same thing. So they're going to be using a fixed bankroll amount, non-replenishable, using the same exact system that you all are. We're all putting our money where our mouth is, and we're all excited about having a really very well thought out accelerator program to use for our bankrolls. Thank you again for your time, and I hope a lot of you join the VIP so I can talk to you directly and help you out as much as possible. Thank you.